Today on How It's Tekk'd, generators and tunnel bores. Production starts in the generator factory when iron ore enters. The iron is fresh and will now move through a special pipe that will sort it out from other ores. To increase productivity, the iron ore will go into a macerator. This will increase it twofold. Next is cobblestone. The cobblestone will be used to make a furnace and will join up with the iron later to create an iron furnace. As this factory is fully automated, there is no need for workers. It will move through the pipes automatically and create generators for the public to have. The iron now enters the smelter. It will be pulled out by another redstone engine, and the iron goes through a special pipe called the distribution pipe. This pipe measures a set amount to go one way and a set amount to go the other way. In this case, the yellow direction is 3 and the teal direction is 5. The 3 will move into another smelter to create refined iron. This will make it much harder and great for appliances. The cobblestone now enters a machine called the automatic crafting table. As there is no need for humans to work here, this will automatically create the furnace. And now the same thing happens with copper and tin. Also in the background, redstone and rubber get separated. The rubber will be used to insulate the cables to prevent shocking, and the redstone will be used to carry the power. Off the refined iron goes. It will now join up with the other pieces later. And out comes the furnace. The rubber goes into another automatic crafting table and will join up with the copper, which is also in a special pipe. Now the automatic crafting table will create copper cables. The redstone now joins up with the tin and the copper cables to create the battery. This will carry the charge for the generator. Here is the battery now moving, and more copper cables that will be used for future batteries. The iron furnace has been made. It will once again join up with the refined iron and the battery to create the final product, the generator. It is a slow-moving process, but it's very easy, as it requires no workers and there are less frequent breakdowns. In goes the battery. The refined iron is followed closely, and the iron furnace will finish it off. It has been a wonderful process making the generator, and it will now travel off to the market in this single pipe. Up next is the tunnel bore. As they are a small factory, they buy their iron automatically smelted. It goes into another one of these special pipes, and off to the distribution pipe. Once again, it measures how many ingots go one way, and then it switches to the other path. This huge block is known as a blast furnace. The blast furnace constructs iron into steel. Steel is much more flexible and hardened than iron, and it's essential for the tunnel bore to not break down. After the long steel making process, the steel will now go into an automatic crafting table to create a steel block. Rather than making an iron block which could corrode easily, the steel block is, well, hard as steel. We'll come back to this later, as it takes a long time for iron to smelt into steel. The iron is still coming, but is more than needed, which is why 15 of the ingots, measured out, will go into another automatic crafting table, creating minecarts. It takes 5 pieces of iron to create a single minecart. Finally, the minecart comes out and goes into another distribution pipe. This is the only one that will go through the teal tube. It waits in an automatic crafting table for the wood to come, shown through the pipe in the back of the room, that will create a chest or a storage compartment for all of its materials, including gravel, its power source such as coal or wood, and its tracks. Here is the steel block. This is the first one, and it created 9 steel ingots to create. Here the wood travels slowly, being prepared to make into a chest, and then again to make into the cart with chest. And the cart joins the steel block. In the background, cobblestone is coming in and making 2 furnaces. These furnaces will be the powerhouse for it and will drive it along the tracks. The last piece of wood finally makes it here. It's a slow process, but since there's little demand for it, it's no problem for this factory. Out comes the furnace as well. Now the chest will go into the minecart and create a chest cart. Obstructed by the pipes, there is no moving path in here, but luckily, no humans are needed to work here, just like the last factory. The final furnace is coming in. The steel block will get there at approximately the same time, as this has been tested before. The diamond bore head is made in a different factory, as well as the tracks, gravel, and power source. This only makes the body of it. The last steel block and the final furnace are going in. This is one of the biggest items there are, when placed down, even though it looks tiny in the pipe. Finally, through much effort, the tunnel bore is released from the automatic crafting table and will go out to shipping. If you have any questions about the video or have suggestions for future videos, drop me a line in the comments section below.